beat live, you know Lil Juke made it.
What's good, Double C gang? It's your girl Double C back on the scene with another freaking YouTube video for guys today. And as you guys can tell by today's title, I am going to be doing a start to finish wig install. And this hair that I am installing is from Mslynn hair. I will have all the information to this wig linked down below in the description box in case you guys want to purchase this exact same wig. I got it from Mslynn hair. All the details will be down below in the description box. If you didn't already know, today's sponsor of this video is Mslynn hair. Their hair is so bomb, so beautiful. So for today's wig install, I wanted to do something different and I wanted to show you guys the start to finish process. So I'm just dyeing the wig jet black because I feel like when you dye your wigs jet black, it just makes it pop. So I'm adding some Got2b free spray to my lace so that way when I'm dyeing the hair, in case any like jet black hair dye gets on the lace, it's not gonna stick. It'll just automatically wash off once I rinse all the stuff out. So I'm using my freeze spray just to freeze the lace and make sure no stains get through it. Okay, I'm showing you guys the lace, period. She's giving volume. It has small knots. Like, this wig was super soft, super beautiful. So here you see me applying the jet black dye, and I'm just going to literally rake it through each section of the hair. Super simple. Like, I don't think I have to explain dyeing hair. I think we all know how that process already works. So I'm just running the jet black dye through the hair, and yeah, after that we are going to wash it out and I'm gonna come back. But before we get into this video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up if you want more videos like this, and comment down below any video ideas you guys would like to see from me, and make sure you guys are also subscribing to my channel, period. I'm gonna come back when we're at the next step, because right now we're just dyeing the wig and I don't really think I need to explain it because it's self-explanatory, love. So right here you see me finishing up the whole dyeing process. I'm just like adding more dye, just making sure all the hairs are coated, okay, because we don't need any sparse, you know, spotty dyeing jobs. That would be terrible. So yeah, the wig fucking came off the mannequin, bro, and I'm trying to put it back on without like making my fucking gloves touch the lace, which I took them off, as you can see, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get any dye on it. So right here I'm just gonna take a rat tail comb and comb the front of the hairline just to make sure all the hairs are coated with the jet black dye. Like I said, it's nothing like patchy. So then I get ready to bleach the wig after rinsing all the dye out, of course. And here I'm just showing you guys the consistency of my bleach. It's super thick, as you can see, it's not runny, and I'm just applying it with a applicator. I always get tons of questions on how do I bleach my knots, and here I'm just showing you guys this step. Like I said, we're doing a start to finish wig install. So here is my consistency of my bleach. I personally like to have it thick so that way I'm not over bleaching any knots or getting any excess bleach onto the hair. And I just literally like to coat every single knot. Like, you want to take your time with this. That's why I didn't speed this up, so you guys can see exactly how I apply it. I don't like stab the bleach into the lace because you don't want any like bleeding. What I mean by bleeding is you don't want any of the actual hair of the wig turning blonde, and then you have over bleach and over processed knots. So I'm just kind of like dabbing it in there very gently and taking my time. This step, you want to take your time because this is the most crucial step to having a flawless wig install, is bleaching your knots. Like, that's really gonna determine everything. So I'm showing you guys another angle of what it looks like. As you can see, it's a really thick consistency, and that's what you really want to go for. You want to have a really thick consistency. So that means if you have a watery consistency, you want to apply more powder. If you have a not so thick consistency, I don't know, just make sure that shit is thick. Okay. I'm actually surprised that I show my ball cap method, because I feel like I never show my ball cap methods in wig installs. But this is exactly how I get my wig cap bald. You guys are always asking me, oh my gosh, Chanel, how do you get like such a bald wig cap? How do you make it so seamless? I use Got to Be Free spray, and I literally pull the wig cap over my head like this. Like, yes, I pull it over my eyes like that because it's gonna make the wig cap really thin, and it's gonna stretch it out. As you guys can see, like all the stretch marks on it, it makes your wig cap super thin, and that's what you want to go for. I heard using a pantyhose is better than using a wig cap, but I never really tried that. I just be using wig caps because that's what comes with the wig in the box, so I just use wig caps, and I pull it over my eyes, and I literally spray the Got to Be spray one layer, and then I begin to blow dry on warm and cool. I'm always switching between warm and cool. I'm applying another layer of Got to Be spray. I like to go in with 2 to 3 layers of this just because I feel like that's what helps me get mine melt, and it also helps prevent my wig cap from lifting. And you want to make sure before you are cutting the bald cap that your wig cap is dry. Like, it's not wet, it's not sticky. You want to make sure she's dry. Like, I like to pat the wig cap before I actually cut off the excess cap. When I pat it and it sounds hard, then that's when I cut it. Okay, period. Like, you gotta make sure that shit is dry. Like, if you have to stand there and blow dry your fucking head for a while or sit under a dryer, then you might have to do that. But you want to make sure it is dry. If you cut your bald cap while it's wet, damp, or just like a little sticky, that's what's gonna make the bald cap not flawless, and you're gonna see like where you cut and all the seams. So now that our wig cap is dry, you see me taking some small eyebrow scissors. These are eyebrow scissors, by the way. And I'm using the tip. As you guys can see, I'm using the tip of the scissor to cut off the excess cap. You want to use the tip of the scissor because it's going to give you a clean, nice, and precise cut versus kind of using like the whole actual scissor, if that makes sense. As you can see, I'm only using the tip of the scissor. Like, I'm not even using the whole scissor to cut the hair. If that makes any sense, I'm so sorry if that doesn't make sense, but I only use the tip of the scissor because that's what gives me the cleanest cut. And I literally cut across where I sprayed the Got to Be spray. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then we are going to do one more step to make our wig cap flawless. Now I'm gonna go in with my Erica J Hold Me Down adhesive, and I'm gonna use wig glue to literally hide the lines of the wig cap. You see those lines of the hairline? This is going to literally melt the bald cap into your skin, and it's literally gonna make you look bald. Like, I feel like this is the most important step to your bald cap method. Literally applying lace glue to the hairline of the bald cap will have you looking like a bald ass bitch. Plus, doing this, adding the glue, I only add one layer, and then I take a rat tail comb and I literally, like, you guys are gonna see what I do. This is like literally the most important step ever. And then after this, I'm going to tint my bald cap, and that's what's gonna give me that ultimate bald look. The wig glue plus the lace tint is what is gonna give me that bald look. As you guys can see, I'm going in with my rat tail comb, and I'm brushing like the lines that aren't seamless down with the glue. Like, if this is making any sense, I hope it does. And yeah, it's hiding the lines, and it's just getting that wig cap to just melt right into my skin, like, baby, period. Now we're looking a little more bald, so I'm going to go in with my lace tint, and I spray it on a makeup brush, and I'm just dotting it along the hairline area. I think eventually I'm probably gonna like spray my whole head, just because. Yep, yeah, spraying my whole head with it. So now we're getting ready to install the wig. This wig does come pre-plucked, but I definitely did go ahead and pluck the middle part, and I plucked the hairline myself. So now I'm getting ready to install the wig, just making sure I am liking the placement, pulling it forward to where I want my wig to actually lay down. Yes, period. Y'all see her. Now I'm using the same wig glue I used to lay down my bald cap, the Erica J Hold Me Down adhesive. This is my favorite glue. Y'all should already know by now that is the only glue I use. It gives me the best type of melt. I'm telling y'all, when I come out with a wig glue, it's gonna be just as good as Miss Erica J's, period. So now I'm using my rat tail comb to evenly distribute the glue. Now, to get a good install, the key is definitely to make sure your wig glue is evenly distributed. If some parts are thicker than others, some parts are thinner than others, you're not gonna have a good wig install, and that's on period. Like, that's facts. So you need to make sure that your wig glue is literally coated evenly. Now I'm going in with my finger, because I feel like using your finger to apply the glue is what's going to give you the most even application. As you guys can see, my glue dried perfectly clear. There are no little white residue marks, and that's because I made sure to evenly distribute the glue. If you have to use your finger for this process, then do that, because that's what's going to give you the best results. Honestly, I kind of get annoyed by applying like my wig glue with a rat tail comb, because I feel like it doesn't make it as even as it could be, and just using my finger just gives me the best results every single time. So I definitely 10 out of 10 recommend using your finger to apply that wig glue. I'm gonna take my blow dryer and make sure that I am drying between hot and cool, and making sure that my glue is completely clear before applying the wig. And I like to go in with 2 to 3 layers of wig glue, because the more layers, obviously the longer your lace will last. And I like to wear my wigs up to a week and a half, because I like to get, you know, the wear in. I don't like to wear my wigs for 2 to 3 days. I feel like it's a waste of time on my craft. Like, I done plucked this, bleached this, did all this to this wig. I'm gonna wear her for a week, period. So now after this layer, I'm getting ready to apply the wig. So I like to apply the wig directly where I apply my glue. Like, this is the most crucial part, like very crucial. Your placement is everything. So I apply it literally where I apply my glue. After I get my placement correct, I like to take a rat tail comb and I like to comb backwards, because this helps me like get a perfect melt. Like, I'm just literally pushing the glue onto the lace. Like, that's what I'm doing here. And I also forgot to cut sections on my lace. You see me doing that here now. Like, that's usually what I do first before even placing my wig down, but this time I forgot. And just because I forgot doesn't mean that, you know, I messed up, because trust me, I still made it work. As you can see, I'm going in with my rat tail comb and brushing that like wig. I don't know, I'm fucking pushing the wig glue into the lace. Like, it just helps. Like, I noticed that after doing this, I seen a hairstylist do this, and then I tried it, and it really does help. Like, comb that lace, okay? Comb that glue into the motherfucking lace, baby, okay? Period. Now, after we got our wig placed down perfectly, I go in with the blow dryer and I do the same combing method with the rat tail comb. Now, this combing method plus the blow dryer is going to give you a beautiful melt before even putting on your melt band. This method right here, like I said, I seen a hairstylist do this and I tried it. Like, y'all, this works. Like, combing your hair, combing that glue on the lace with the blow dryer, gonna give you a perfect melt. And I'm using my Double C's Wig Closet elastic band, period. You see that stretch, and I use this to give me that perfect freaking melt. I will have this link down below in the description box. It is from my shop. Make sure y'all go shop, because period. Now we're gonna wait, and after waiting like a good 15-20 minutes, we're getting ready to cut the lace. Now, I usually use an eyebrow razor, and what you see right here is the blade to the eyebrow razor. Like, prior to, like, literally before this clip, I freaking dropped my eyebrow razor and the fucking blade popped out. So now y'all just see me using the blade itself, and I'm cutting in a zigzag motion. You want to make sure you are not cutting your lace straight across, because you are going to be able to see that line of demarcation. So I take a razor blade or like a eyebrow razor, and you want to cut in a zigzag motion, and you want to make sure you are cutting the part of the lace where it is not glued. Like, the excess lace that is not glued, that's where you want to cut. And yeah, I just go ahead and cut my lace off, and she's about to be giving scalp everything is supposed to give, period. Now, what you see me doing here is hot combing my baby hairs, because period, I feel like hot combing my baby hairs just gives it a better look. Like, it's like kind of like straightening the baby hair, because I don't want to take an actual flat iron and actually like straighten my hair, feel me? It just gets the baby hair already pre-laid before you lay the actual baby hair. But you want to be careful with this part so you don't burn your fucking forehead, okay? I like to hot comb the roots, and I go slowly down the whole shaft of the baby hairs. And I part my baby hairs in like a C kind of like shape, a C shape, if that makes any sense. And then after that, I'm using a tweezer to pluck any like hairs just to make it look more realistic. I'm like plucking a little bit more just to give it a very natural look. So now I'm spraying this Wonder Eben like adhesive spray on my hairline area, and then I'm gonna take a blow dryer to blow dry exactly where I sprayed, just so I'm giving my hair that better melt since I just pulled out some baby hairs. And after I blow dry these baby hairs, I am going, oh, well, not the baby hairs, but the lace. After I blow dry the lace a little more, I'm going to tie my hair up and use my Double C's Wig Closet Elastic Melt Band. I will have this product link down below in the description box. It is from my shop. Like I said, this helps me get such a perfect melt. And I like to apply my elastic band one more time, just so I'm melting like the baby hair area. Since we just pulled out some baby hairs, I want it to be like really giving scalp, really giving skin. So now I'm hot combing some hairs back, because I'm about to, oh, look at that. Scalp, baby. Scalp, okay? Like, she's giving, okay, period. And now we're getting into the styling part. Now, I don't, like, have a way to explain how I do my baby hairs. I just do them like regular baby hairs, honestly. It's all about taking your time. What's your preference? Like, it's all up to you how you want to style your baby hairs. I just like to style them, like, kind of like the way you see me doing it. I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah. So you see me just playing with the baby hairs and stuff like that, using Gossipy Freeze Spray to keep them in place, just to give them that perfect hold. And I'm just molding it to how I really want my baby hairs to lay, because once I lay my baby hairs, they stay like that up until it's time for me to take out my wig. And then like the glue that I use, like, it just is really good. Okay, what do I be using? I don't know. Anyways, here's the final look. Thank you to Mslynn hair, period. She's giving scalp, give everything she's supposed to give. Baby, look at that. Look at that hair. It looks so good, period. Y'all go shop